So this video is going to be about this Divine 2 Storm Spirit. We're going to be watching his gameplay. It's called Fernando Torres. So
Oxygen-rich atmosphere, giant testicle monsters. We'll be fine. Let's party. 30 seconds.
so this particular guy did not say what exactly I should look at. So I'll just look at a little bit of everything, I guess. I don't like this level 1 trade. I think you use way too many resources. You should... I don't know. At least you hit the Void Spirit with it. I guess the puck also lost a lot. Is he dead? Okay. I mean, I don't hate entirely what happened here, but actually no, it's 1 in 4. It was probably not good that you guys ran into them like that. Be conservative with your resources on the runes. I think there's probably something else you could have done. Okay, I think 2 remnants and then you just get out. Like, I don't know. If this guy's gonna die, so be it. Just hit them a bunch. You're fine to hit them, but just don't use the 3rd remnant. Now you're just literally half mana before the lane even starts. Then going back in is definitely sus. You guys should just settle for the top runes. I don't think you should fight them at all. They're 5, you're like 4. And the Monkey King's also very low. You got lucky here, you got a kill because Clock's bad, but I don't think it should happen. But yeah, you just end up really low resources here. Doesn't seem that bad because the Puck's also insanely low resources, but against a better player... Is this guy... He's mid, right? Yeah, he's mid. Against a better mid player, you can definitely just lose the lane early on. If he sees you start lane with like low resources, you can just win the lane. But so let's see what happens in the lane. Why is this guy TPing you? What? Strange. What is this? Interesting. What is happening? What? CFK? What is this? What's he trying to do? I'm really confused. Normally I wouldn't look at it that much, but I think he's gonna leech your XP a bit as well. Okay, looks like he's going away. Oh, let's just watch the lane now. It's so confusing, right? There's so many heroes mid. Should get that denied. So when you're CSing creeps that are like completely free, in this case, like the puck was absolutely out of lane, you should make it a point to walk up like melee range to get them. It just increases the probability of you getting the creep a lot more. So here, for example, you should be melee range of this creep. This time that you're spending just canceling your attack, just use it to walk up to the creep and hit it. Like melee range. Same with the deny. Same with this other deny as well. So that's 3 creeps you've sort of messed up. And then this fourth one was okay. Should try harder to deny this range here. So this is fine. I don't think you should hit this like this. I think ideally you make another creep low, like one of your own melee creeps low, and then the puck's gonna basically like he'll have to think about orbing or not, and then if he uses orb for the melee creep that's low, then you can deny this ranged here. And if he doesn't use the orb, then maybe you can deny the melee creep then because he's not orbing it. This just looks way too free an orb for puck. At least you dodge it though, which is good. So now you're actually standing close to the creeps. That's good. So it is a bit strange that when the other guy enters the lane, you stand like in the correct proximity to the creeps. When he's out of the lane, you like stand far away. I think what you should do here probably is just walk up to this guy's high ground and start fighting him, honestly. Like this guy has 0 regen on him. You've got 2 tangles left, you're gonna have a bottle coming soon. If you can just man fight this guy on his high ground, he really does not have many other plays. Even if you, how do I say it? Even if it isn't an amazing trade for you, I think it's still fine because you can at the very least kill the range creep and make the melee the puck, and then puck has like 1 armor. It's like you and 1 melee creep versus puck, which is really hard for him. Staying back here and getting this melee creep is definitely a bit too passive, I think. I mean, more importantly than that, I guess the bigger issue is you're just spending a lot of time not doing anything. So this is fine. And then now you have to like decide on like what you want to do in the lane. The way I see it, you have like 3 options. You can hit this melee creep and try and kill it fast. You can hit your own melee creep, try and deny it. Honestly, that one sounds kind of bad because then puck can just orbit. But and then the third one, which is I think the best one, you walk up to this range creep, and then you like hit puck while remnanting the range creep, and you just man fight him on his high ground. And he really won't be able to do much on puck to respond to that. And this is like something that you can really look to abuse in this matchup in particular, like Storm vs Puck. Anytime the puck aggro's back, it should be like a green light for you to just like walk up and fight him. So just creep as well, for example. Like you can just like sit on his high ground, try and deny this. You don't need to back off this far from it. If you're over here and the puck is right on top of it, you're like never getting the CS or like the deny. Most of this lane, like theoretically, it is about Storm just has like a CS advantage overall because like Storm has like better attack animation, Remnant for CSing, lots of armor, so he can afford to be closer to the creeps on average. Nice deny. Could you have done anything in this wave? I'm not sure about this aggro, to be honest. I think what you ideally want here is you just want the wave not on the puck's high ground, right? Like you don't actually want to aggro it onto the ranged. Or maybe you do. I mean, it could be you have some idea here that I just don't know. But for me, what I would want is I would just want this wave to come down here. So you should aggro, I think, for sure, because you don't want to just CS from the low ground like this. But after the aggro, you should just walk to the other side. Like just walk like instead of like to the left like you did. And then that way they won't aggro to your ranged. But then once it does aggro to the range, I think you played it pretty fine. You missed that CS, which is probably avoidable. Also over here as well, I think you don't need to care about getting hit by level 1 orb. I think it's worth it to just stand on top of this range or like a bit closer so you can have a higher chance to deny it. I know you end up getting the deny regardless, but it's just like something you can do to increase your chances more. Because this was like kind of luck based, but if you're standing on top of the creep and you're like also aggroing the creeps and stuff as the range gets low, then you can increase your chances to deny it like a lot. This hit from the low ground's kind of weird. Probably just walk to his high ground if you want to hit him here. Honestly, I don't think you should try and hit him at all, probably. I would probably just walk to the high ground and then try and deny the melee. Whatever. Missed a creep there. There's just like little things like this that can really make your laning become better. Like this should be a completely free CS for you. This puck, like whatever this puck is doing in the lane is like, I don't know, he really can't stop you from getting the CS, but you just use your remnant like a bit too late and you don't get it as a result. Practice is your only friend in these cases. And this other one as well, you're like going way too ham. Like I know you end up getting the kill and stuff, but overall, like if this puck is just a bit better, this just won't work. Like even here, I think if he wands, there's like a or sticks. There's like a chance that he doesn't die, and then you'll end up having just like missed a creep and used a bunch of mana for no reason. I like the fact that you're generally aggressive, but don't do it at the cost of CS. So here, I think you got like one creep out of this entire wave. Let's see the CS. So you're 10 and 3. Yeah, you got one creep out of those 4. You just need to get that number up. Like try and get 4 creeps per wave against puck. On like any hero actually. Really. Storm is just like a good hero to just like sort of focus on your own game on because you have Remnant and it's very hard for most heroes to like mess with your CSing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So you have a lot of gold. Curious how you spend it. I think a stick and I would probably buy like some Falcon Blade component and then a stick. Maybe wand if you can afford it. That would probably be what I would buy. I see. You're gonna... Okay, you took a long time to buy your stuff. Try and put your items in a quick buy so you can just buy them right away. It makes a big difference. Try and deny this range. Okay, so we get the deny, but I mean, I would say your chances of denying this creep go up like so much more if you just stand near it. So over here, your positioning's fine, but then once the creep actually starts to get low, you should walk up. Just walk up like a step or two and then hit it. You missed a flag bearer. Another creep you're like standing way too far away from. I guess this time it's fine this time actually because he's level 2 orb by now. You don't want to get hit by those if you can avoid it. Good CSing. Nice, nice, nice. Should be blocking this wave. This is bad. You should be blocking this wave. Like look at Puck, he was blocking his wave. If you don't have anything to do, like literally all the lane creeps are dead, just go back and block your wave. Like there's literally nothing else for you to do right now. I guess you could have gone and gotten the bounty, but you really don't need it. Also, I would buy Raindrop around now, I think. Raindrop just nullifies like all of Puck's damage. I start fast forwarding the lane a bit now. So you miss a creep. It's not the end of the world. You get some harass on him. Okay, go 2-1-2. It's fine. I don't... I'm not sure about this. It's just the way you play this wave conceptually seems so different from the way you played like the rest of the lane so far. Like rest of the lane, you're like you're like playing it one creep at a time, playing it kind of slow, like denying creeps. You know, basically giving yourself an opportunity to win the lane. But this lane, it just looks like you're going in with the intention to just like hardcore shove it, which I don't think is necessarily good. Because you're winning the lane so far. You have like Blades of Attack, you have like a lot of damage on this guy. I think this wave you should be probably looking to get some denies. He's also like a level behind you on Puck. But if you do this, the lane's just always going to be 50-50. Maybe your idea was you wanted to push in the lane to get the rune or something, but I mean in that case, I think what you should do is just when the rune's about to spawn, just aggro the creeps to the direction that like the rune is in. So if you want to get top rune, for example, you would aggro the creeps top and then go there. And then what aggroing it does is basically it makes it so that you miss less creeps when you go for the rune. Like maybe you'll miss one if that.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
So it's 4 minutes. Right now, you can start thinking about using glyph as well to just be annoying when you're lane a little bit. I think at your bracket, no one uses glyph pretty much, so it's not like you're really griefing other lanes. So here, for example, you see Puck like setting up these two creeps to orb. You can think about glyphing as he's about to orb. So like here, if you glyph, for example, could have been good because you make this guy miss two creeps potentially, maybe three. Try harder for some of these denies. I don't know what else to say. Like this range creep should more or less be a deny. Yeah, like you hit this thing like way too early. This is just CSing, I guess. Yeah, you really want to make sure you like get these free denies, or at least make this guy use his silence to get them, because it doesn't feel good for him to use silence for like one creep. It's like 60 damage. It really isn't good as a harassing tool. This is a mistake. You should hold at least one of these creeps alive, because you see this guy's walking back, alright? The only reason you would like not hold the wave here is either the wave is like too big, so you have to take it under tower, which in this case it clearly isn't, it's like two creeps, or if the other guy is like hitting you and making you take it under tower. But in this case, you should just hold this wave, walk around with it a little bit, and this is basically going to guarantee that the next wave meets on your high ground. And uh, this puck is actually making a mistake here. He should be hitting you like right now, but he's going back to block his wave. But if he blocks his wave and then you just hold this, the wave will still meet on your high ground, so what he's doing is kind of worthless. So we can start opening net worth now. By a word. Get denies. Nice. Some of these denies you could have gotten a lot earlier. I think you're thinking about killing this guy too much, probably. Yeah, like this creep should have just been a deny. Like this deny just like hurts Puck more than like, I don't know, this. And then you missed a flag bear for that as well. It just feels bad. At least you deny your own. Could deny that. Nice, nice. Yeah, this is basically your goal in the lane. If you can deny like, I don't know, 4 creeps away, the lane's like GG. You really don't want to care about like killing the other guy for the most part. You only want to kill him when he like literally hands it to you on a silver platter, basically. So this is, you zip way too far here. So the rune hasn't spawned yet. What you should be thinking about is a rune, and as we mentioned before, you should have like a ward and ideally a sentry around mid as well. And then yeah, you should just be fighting for rune. Your disruptor's positioning is also kind of bad. He's just like on their hill when the rune hasn't even spawned. He also has 2 wards on him that he didn't place, which is also bad. But yeah, I would just like chill and walk towards the disruptor here, and then just sort of see what they do. Did they back off? Did they keep fighting? Like what's happening? Did they TP in more heroes? Just don't be this committal on Storm, especially when the rune's about to spawn. And then here, you're zipping way too much. Like just hit this guy. Your goal really should not be right now to kill this Witch Doctor. Your goal should be to get the rune. And I mean, this puck is playing correctly. He's like killing Disruptor, but the only reason he's killing Disruptor is because Disruptor is like on the rune, and the puck is like on the rune as well. Uh, You die here. Okay, Puck is just bad and lets you take the rune. You should never get that rune. Yeah, 0/0 world, you get that rune. Also, if Puck has coil here, you're dead. Okay, so use your DD. You would really want a bottle fill here. This guy have TP? Does not. That's unfortunate. If you have TP, you should 100% beg him for a bottle fill. It's really good for your game. You're walking base. I don't hate it. One thing I will mention though, generally around the 7-minute mark every game, you do want to try and have your TP up, and that's for the Wisdom runes. In this game, it doesn't look like they're actually making an attempt for it, but some games, if they make an attempt for the Wisdom rune, then it is your job as a mid laner to have TP up so you can go and help your subs get it. Because if your subs don't get the Wisdom rune, like the next 5 minutes of the game or so are going to be really difficult for you. So you have Obs, 2 sentries.
Dire's middle tower's under attack. Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's under attack.
This is wrong. You should be closer to the rune. Yeah, this is wrong. You can't let this happen on Storm or like any mid hero for that matter. You just have to play for at least one of the runes. Like as you get good at like. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I got interrupted. As you get better at the mid lane, a lot of it does come down to just these rune engagements. They look random at first. Like, I'm sure you're thinking in your mind, oh, it's just a clockwork here. Oh, I got unlucky, and then I don't know. But it is just all like skill as well and calculation. Like over here, you didn't get the rune, but maybe you thought I'm just unlucky. It's just where the puck is, but you weren't at either rune, so theoretically, like the puck's just gonna get it. You didn't even check this rune, so yeah.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
So you have TP up. Should be looking bottom. Oh, you're getting ganked. The classic. Okay, you're alive. Nice. Oh my. You can kill this guy. I think you could have killed him. And maybe it's a bit sus. You're a bit too low. Whatever. You're sticking around though. I don't like this. I think you should just either have gone or gone back base. This is not good. Like now you're going back base anyway. Okay, this is pretty rough now. Alright, so we'll look at like one more play I think and then call it. You're going in 1v3. Okay, looks like you're actually killing them. Your gameplay reminds me a lot of myself. You're just way too excited here. Also, how come you're not at the rune time again? What are you doing? Should zip through the ancient here. I think you can make it to the other side. It's very minor, but I mean, this sort of stuff definitely adds up if you do it like over and over again. So again, 10 minutes about to come up. My priority is going to be on the rune. Looks like your subs are in dough. Yeah, you just kind of have to make up your mind on like which one to kill. You're like thinking about killing all of them, and it ends up like being like you can't kill any of them. That guy, but then okay, you got 2 of them. Then you die. How could you have played this better? So this Witch Doctor should just die when he's on your high ground. Like, you shouldn't zip back here, just like zip to the side or something so you can hit him. And then you like cancel your attack. And then over here, again, you can just take the clockwork kill, live with it. Is rune up? There's no rune, sadly. Oh, rune stop. Anyways, okay.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, I would say game's pretty difficult after this. I think that's about it. Mostly I'd say focus on just being closer to creeps in the lane and focus on the rune engagements and also just making sure you're like available on the runes. Like you're physically, I don't know, close to the runes. There was the one rune that like you were just like jungling a camp and the rune's about to spawn. That one's like pretty grief, I think. So for this one, let's see. Yeah, this one just straight up like after you clear this stacked medium camp, just go to the bot rune, and also use your words and just like be better about wording the mid lane when it hits nighttime. It's really important on any hero that needs runes. The better you ward and sentry for your lane, the higher the chances that you're gonna get runes and snowball the game. I think that's about it.